In a small town, nestled between rolling hills and whispering rivers, lived a little girl named Anu. She was curious, wide-eyed, and saw magic in everything around her. Welcome to Tale of Anu, a journey through childhood, nature, and the heart of a little town.
Anu and Niro's New Year at Grandma's house. It was the school holidays for the Sinhala and Hindu New Year. Anu and Niro were so excited. They were going to Grandma's house in the south. Grandma was Anu's mother's mother. She lived with Grandpa, uncles, and aunts in a big old house near the beach. Every year, they traveled by train. The old, noisy kind that went chug, chug, chug and hoo, hoo, with its loud horn. Anu and Niro always sat by the window, watching the blue sea sparkle under the sun. The salty sea breeze blew through their hair, and vendors selling spicy snacks. They bought some spicy snacks and munched happily. At last, they reached a hangama station. Uncle was waiting with a big smile. Grandma's house was just a short walk away, and you could even see the waves from her garden. Everyone ran to greet them. Hugs, laughter, and joy filled the air. The day's going to be a fun-filled for a week. The next morning, Uncle took Anu and Niro to the beach. Their favorite spot was the shallow ponds made by coral rocks. Tiny waves rolled in, bringing little fish and crabs. Anu and Niro caught a few in jars and watched them swim. They stayed for hours, until their tummies began to rumble. When they came home, Grandma was cooking milk rice, sambal, and fresh fish curry. The delicious smell filled the house. That evening, an old woman from the village came to help Grandma. Soon the whole garden smelled sweet. Now the time to make oil cakes. Kavum. Anu and Niro sat near the clay hearth, watching golden oil cake come out of the bubbling oil. Next, the old lady, and everyone called her Kavum Archie, made kokis with a flower-shaped iron mold. She dipped it in batter and then in hot oil. Fizz went the oil, and out came pretty flour snacks, kokis. For days, Grandma made sweet meat, mung kavum, kokis, and alua, and filled big clay pots to serve on New Year's Day. "Can we have one?" they asked eagerly. Grandma smiled and gave them a warm oil cake to share. So tasty. They laughed. Before the big day, they went to the temple with Grandma. The bell rang softly, and Grandma whispered a wish for blessing. On New Year's morning, everyone waited for the auspicious time. When the clock struck, bang went the crackers. The new year had begun. Grandma placed a new clay pot on the fire. The milk boiled and spilled over, a sign of good luck for the whole year. The table was ready, full of milk rice, sweet meats, bananas, and bitter leaves. Grandfather lit the oil lamp, then fed a small piece of milk rice to each child. Anu and Niro bowed and worshipped to the elders. Grandfather smiled and gave them shiny coins wrapped in betel leaves, their Ararudu gift. All day, the children played New Year games. Kotapora, Kainamuti, and tug of war. There was laughter everywhere. When the holidays ended, Anu and Niro packed their bags. Amma hugged Grandma tightly. "Come again next year," she said with tears in her eyes. As the train moved away, Anu watched the sea sparkle once more. She smiled and whispered, "Next New Year, We'll be back again. The end. A Happy New Year memory.
More adventures are waiting. The next tale of Anu will begin soon.